Hi, welcome to the Pink Moon Tarot. I'm the Pink Moon Tarotist and I am here to do your daily reading for Wednesday, the 16th of December. I have chosen an Untethered Soul Oracle card for you about living life. And this one says, ultimately, the only way to know about God is by letting your being merge into the being and then seeing what happens to you. Deep. Deep and meaningful. Let's see. I'm going to use the Tarot of the 78 Doors today. Wish me luck. Doors are very symbolic. They can be the doors, you know, we use doors every day, but we kind of forget about the meaning of a door. And it can be a door to another realm. It can be an obstacle. It can be a portal. You know, doors contain a lot of symbols. And, you know, if we don't have the key to the door, how do we get through? So I've been feeling the energies lately have been a little bit like a locked door on us. And although yesterday's reading was a beautiful reading that had nice Ace of Swords, that had a lot of sunny energy to it, I just felt like today I wanted to have a look at this deck. I don't know why. Just sometimes a deck calls to me and who am I to argue? So let's find out. Ooh, Knight of Swords. Ooh, I wanted to come out and play. So while I'm choosing the cards, if you would like to like, share and subscribe to the channel, that would be very much appreciated. Okay, no, I want that one, not that one. Nice, we get the 10 of Pentacles. This is a really interesting deck. 8 of Pentacles. We've got lots of Pentacles going on here. It indicates some work to be done. Thank you. Oof. The 7 of Cups, or 7 of Chalices as it's called in this one. Actually, I do want that one. And again, we have the Empress. How many times have we had the Empress lately? Answers on a postcard, please. And we have the Lovers. And what's our overall energy going to be? You know what? I actually do want that one. Okay. Our overall energy is the 4 of Swords. Now, we have had the 4 of Swords so many times lately. This is your card of needing a rest. But the interesting thing with this deck is this particular 4 of Swords. The man is walking, he's a blind man, you know, he's got his glasses on, he's got his cane, and the door, I'm assuming to where he lives, is by the side of him there. So he looks to me like he's on his way home, you know. But he could be on his way out. But there's the door. And the door is closed. Now, when a door is closed, it often means that there's an obstacle in the way. And quite literally, you know, it's something to overcome. Now, the 4 of Swords traditionally is your card of, you know, taking a rest. In the Lightseer's Tarot, the 4 of Swords, she's in a nest with the swords over the top of her. In the traditional Rider-Waite, the 4 of Swords, the person is laying down on like a slab of some description, you know, like it looks a little bit like a crypt with the four swords by the side of them. So it is about that sort of need to take a rest, but there is something with a closed door that indicates there's a barrier. You know, you need to find the key to that door. You need to find a way to unlock it. And maybe, as I've said to you, if you followed my readings before, I always say that a lot of times the answers come to us in our sleep. When we are in a state of rest, whether it is meditative or whether it is actual REM sleep, that's often when we get the answers to things, because our spirit guides, guardian angels, they can communicate with us during our dream state, and we're a lot more open and receptive during that time. So that's just worth noting here, and that is our overall energy there. And interestingly enough, we have the Hierophant again. Now, I'm getting to like the Hierophant a little bit more. So I don't know why this card scares me so much, but I find this card actually more terrifying than the Devil or Death or the Tower or the Ten of Swords, probably all combined. And I have no idea why, but I do find the Hierophant is it is my most scary card. And I don't know why, but the Hierophant, as you can see here, he is your spiritual leader. This particular one, he looks very sort of very Moses-esque. You know, you've got your lambs, you've got the buildings in the background there, and him standing here doing some kind of Sermon on the Mount. And you know, that's sort of it could be that we need to be open to that. We need that sort of openness to our spiritual side and our spiritual leaders and guides that are going to help us there. Because then we also have the Five of Pentacles underneath him. And the Five of Pentacles, as you know, traditionally in the Rider-Waite deck, they are outside in the cold, in the snow. And this one, it's a very interesting take on it. You know, you've got this older gentleman here, and he's obviously in some sort of doctor's office, and the door is closed again to him. And he looks quite stressed and quite worried. And I think this is quite an appropriate card for this particular time with, you know, with all the stuff going on with the virus around. A lot of us can be feeling a little bit like this, like we are on the outside of this this health crisis, not really knowing where we are. And it's interesting that underneath we also have the Seven of Cups, or the Seven of Chalices as it's called in this deck. Now if you look here, I mean, there's a lot of nightmares going on inside this girl's head. You know, you've got the vapors, you've got the nightmares, you've got the sort of the mixture of the fantasy with the scary kind of ghost, but there's also the golden chalice and all the goods there. So it's a real sort of mixed emotional state. And that's very much what the Seven of Cups represents. It's you know, it is that fantastical thinking and kind of illogical as well. So we kind of move from the Hierophant to this feeling like we're out in the cold, you know, you see, to this fantastical, you know, sort of feeling that's going on there. And it has, you know, and this is all that's going on at this moment. And it's not surprising when we have this situation that we have going on in the world right now. And, you know, some places are going into lockdown again. Some places are, you know, doing a lot better than others. But, you know, it's all kind of being brought to a head with the festive season. But then we have this lovely 10 of Pentacles in the middle here. Now, when you have the 10 of Pentacles in the middle of the reading, this is your abundance overflowing. This is your family card. We've had the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups quite a few times in the readings of late. So there is this, you know, sort of over the rainbow feeling. The 10 of the Cups is the over the rainbow one. This, for me, and this one is your abundance and family love card. Interestingly enough, in this, as it is the Tower of the 78 Doors, this door is open, you know, and that's giving the opportunity for things to come in. You know, it's giving the opportunity for us to go from one realm to another, for us to actually walk through, to come together. And that's, you know, that's lovely, especially, like I say, for this time of year. And the fact that we have the Empress underneath. I love this Empress card. Isn't it gorgeous? We've had the Empress a few times lately. We seem to be getting the Empress and the High Priestess quite a lot. Now, the Empress is your Earth Mother. She is, she's the feminine, big job of the tarot deck. She is the queen of the tarot deck. You know, she is the Empress. She is the magician and the High Priestess and the Hierophant, and, you know, well, the High Priestess, not the Hierophant, because he's the masculine energy. But she is kind of like the developed version of the magician, if you like. You know, the magician is number 1. She's number 3. And you have the High Priestess in between. So the magician goes into the High Priestess. He's the alchemist. He has all the elements. Then the High Priestess, she has all the knowledge and the inner intuition and all of that sort of stuff. And then you have the Empress, who is those combined. And she is, you know, she is your letting out of all that knowledge. She is the you know, again, the door is open here. If you look behind her, the door to the garden is open. She is opening up to feelings and love and emotions and success and beauty. And that's such a lovely, lovely thing to have there, especially as it is underneath this 10 of Pentacles. And above the 10 of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is your new ideas. You know, it is like whoosh up the crown chakra. Although in this instance, I love this one. You know, the sword is being held above a maze. So it's like cutting through that maze of thoughts and ideas and, you know, not knowing which way to go. This ace is your way to just go whoosh, cut it out, cut it through. I'm getting there. I'm going to find my way directly to the middle of this maze by using my sword and just chopping the hedges down, because it's, you know, that's the easiest way to do it. And it's the path of least resistance, which is, again, it's lovely because we've kind of come from this feeling of being a little bit left out, feeling, you know, feeling unsure, feeling exhausted and what have you. And then we get into this beautiful state of, you know, the Empress energy, the the Ace of Swords energy, the Ten of Pentacles, this abundance overflowing and all the rest of it. And we have the Knight of Swords. Now the Knight of Swords, interestingly enough, his door is closed. But he is pretty darn strong. If you look at this, you know, he's the, I knew I'd forget the name of it. You know, the half man, half horse. He is, you know, he's the tough guy of the deck. You know, he's your barging through. He's going to ram that door down no matter what. And I love that, because that is like a, you know, a real like whoosh, I'm coming and nothing's going to stop me. Nothing's going to hold me back. I don't care if this door is closed. I'm going to bash it down. And then we have, interestingly enough, the Eight of Pentacles. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is your card of hard work, the keep on keeping on. Now, I love this one because it's represented here by a tattoo shop. Now, tattoos are very intricate, and they take a lot of dedication to actually draw on somebody. You know, you have to take your time, you have to be methodical, and really plan things out and execute them step by step. There's no missing a step with a tattoo, okay? And this is very true of the overall energy of the Eight of Pentacles. And again, here we have a closed door, and the lady is on the outside looking into the tattoo shop. Now, she's obviously had some tattoos herself, so she has been in there, but now she's on the outside, and she may be considering going back in again. You know, so it's that energy of, you know, is your door open or is the door closed? Do you have the key? Do you know how to get in? Are you going to ram it down? Or, you know, are you going to cut through? How are you going to get in? How are you going to proceed? And we end with the Lovers, which is the card of choice. There's always a choice to be made when we're in, particularly when we're in a bit of a suspended state, if you like. And the interesting thing here is, you know, this particular Lovers card, you've got a lot of low-hanging fruit. Do you pick the low-hanging fruit, you know, and make it easy on yourself, or do you wait and go for the higher up fruit? You've got the gypsy lady here performing the ceremony. You know, she's binding the hands, and actually it looks like she's reading his palm. I really should put my glasses on so I can see. Yeah, it looks like she's reading his palm, so she's fortune telling him. And this, you know, this lady is just stood there waiting to hear what his fortune is going to be, which is really indicative of the choice that the Lovers represents. So I do think it's a bit of a mixed reading, and I do apologize if I sound like I've rambled somewhat, but it's quite a mixed bag. But I just love that in the center of all of this, we have this Ace of Swords leading into the Ten of Pentacles and the Empress. You know, we have this beautiful energy right here running through the middle of the reading. And, you know, you cannot ignore the fact that right in the center is the Ten of Pentacles. And the door is open. The door is open. You just need to choose to go through it. So there's still some stuff to work through. is what I'm getting from this. In the long and the short of it, there's still some stuff to work through. There are still some choices to be made. There is still some difficult obstacles for some of us to overcome. But we are getting there, and the energies around us are helping to push us through those doors. Okay, I'm going to stop that that analogy now and see, because I think I've confused myself. Never mind you. Let's have a look at the wisdom of the oracles. I get the card, the thinker. Yeah, it may be time to pause for thought, to think about the situation rather than acting on it immediately. And we do have that Ace of Swords there, which is thoughts coming in, you know, inspiration and what have you. Just dropping all my cards. Actually, I don't want another one of those. I want one of these ones. I'm going to take a Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm actually not surprised to see that. We get the Desert Prince. Survival of false promises. We've had a lot of that lately. You know, this Seven of Cups there, this Five of Pentacles. You know, even the Hierophant, that spiritual leader there is some kind of, you know, we've been through a heck of a lot, let's face it. And we have survived a lot of false promises from our governments, and just, you know, the health system, everything. There has been a lot, and we have survived it. We're not out of the woods yet, but we're getting there. Okay, I'm going to take a Healing with the Angels card, which is Doreen Virtue. Yeah, I love that. We get the healing card of trust. Trust in yourself and trust in your divine guidance, you know. Isn't that beautiful? I love that card. And I'm going to take one more of those. Yeah. Nice. And we get the card of blessings. That's really lovely. The healing card of blessings. So we have got blessings within this whole kerfuffle. It is a mixed bag of emotions right now. There is no getting away from that. We have been through sheer hell. I'm sorry to use that word, but we have been through an awful lot. Are we coming to the end of it? I hope so. I'm certainly seeing and feeling more positive energies coming in, and we need to be focused on that. We need to be ready for that and receive that, and just trust that it's coming. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now before I completely confuse you all and myself. If you resonated with that reading, if you could make head nor tail of it, then do let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Hit the little wiggly bell and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you for tomorrow's reading. Namaste.